What is up, Nephilim? This is Chig coming at you from Sanctuary with another D3 build guide. This is the second to last version of Inarius. Finally, there are so many good Inarius builds. So this is going to be the Blood Nova t16 build, which is probably my favorite or second favorite for farming t16, just because I like the Inarius build's looks and how it works. Before we hop into it though, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Anything you can do to help out the channel for free. And don't forget we have a giveaway given up. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a copy of Diablo 4 or another video game of your choosing if you already have Diablo 4. How you enter is by being subscribed to the channel and you like and comment on any video where it is mentioned. Every video that you like and comment on that it is mentioned will be one entry into the giveaway, and you will be that much more likely to win. Yeah. Okay, so let's hop right into it. First things first, we are using 5 pieces of the Inarius set. We are using the helmet, the boots, the legs, the chest, and the hands, and the reason being we are using Mantle of Channeling. While channeling Siphon Blood, which is the only one of those that matters, you deal 20% increased damage and take 25% reduced damage. I do not have a set with int on them, so there we go. So the 2 set, Bone Armor's damage is increased by 1,000%. We don't care. Bone Armor grants an additional 3% damage reduction per enemy hit. We don't care. We're using Gold Wrap. What we do care about, Bone Armor also activates a swirling tornado of bone, damaging nearby enemies by 1,000%. We don't care. But it increases the damage they take from the Necromancer by 10,000%. Now that one's the one that matters. So we'll go over the skills in a minute and you'll see why that matters. We're using Haunted Visions because simulacrums will last forever and they will be duplicating our Blood Novas. That's what I was trying to say. They'll be duplicating our Blood Novas. Warzekian Arm Guards for the movement speed. Also, no int on this piece. We're using Brig's Wrath because it's going to pull enemies to us because uncursed enemies are pulled to the target location when a curse is applied to them. We are the target location. We're using Gold Wrap. On gold pickup, gain armor for 5 seconds equal to the amount of gold picked up. Crispin's Sentence, you deal 98% increased damage to slowed enemies. Triple this bonus against enemies affected by any other type of controlling effect. We have a stun, so we can blow them up. We're using the Funerary Pick. Siphon Blood drains blood from 2 additional targets. Each target takes increased damage from you until there's only 1 target. Then it gains double the increased damage. The bonus from Siphon Blood Power Shift is 20% per stack and benefits from all skills. Okay, so channel Siphon Blood, blow them up, they die. Iron Rose, attacking with Blood Siphon now has a 100% chance to cast a free Blood Nova after cumulatively losing 10% of your maximum life. Your Death Nova deals 49% increased damage for 60 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. So we're going to be blowing it up, we're going to be going crazy, it's super fun. This build is super fun. So the gems, we want a cooldown gem in the hat so we can teleport around more, so we can stun more. And we've got intelligence in all the other sockets because more int. As you can see, we still have less than 10,000 int because I do not put Paracon points into my int when I am trying to demonstrate a build. You need to see that you do not have to have a ton of stats to make these work. We are using the Bane of the Powerful because we don't need Stricken for speedruns. We're using Boon of the Hoarder to pick up more gold for Gold Wrap, and it gives you a boost of speed when you pick up gold. And we're using Bane of the Trapped because everything is going to be in melee range and it's going to be slowed, so it's going to be taking increased damage. In the cube, we've got Blood Tide Blade. Death Nova deals 400% increased damage for every enemy within 25 yards, up to 25 enemies. The bigger the pulls, the more DPS we do. You will see we just delete everything. Stewart's Greaves, you get 100% increased movement speed for 10 seconds after using Blood Rush. We are going to be dashing around and sprinting, and it's going to be great. We're stopping for elites and density. And then Ring of Royal Grandeur, so we can take off the shoulders and put on Mantle of Channeling and still get the 6 set. So let's move on to the skills. We're using Frailty, Aura of Frailty, and that's going to be pulling them in with Brig's Wrath, so it's just going to stack them on top of us, and we don't even have to try. Death Nova, we never actually push this button, but spends health to unleash a Blood Nova that deals 450% weapon damage as physical to all nearby enemies within 25 yards. That's just so we got the right rune while we're channeling Siphon Blood. Siphon blood from the targeted enemy, dealing weapon damage as poison. Siphon blood heals you, that one's important, and the damage is increased by 10% each time it is damage is dealt up to 10 stacks. That says your damage, not the damage of Siphon blood. So when you stack this up, it's going to make you deal more damage with your blood novas. We're using Blood Rush Metabolism. We're getting an extra charge. It's costing us more HP. We don't care. We're healing like mad. We're using Bone Armor Dislocation. We're stunning enemies whenever we use Bone Armor. That's pretty much the only reason we're using that is for the stun and the damage reduction. It's going to give us 30% damage reduction. And then Simulacrum, we're going to have 2 Simulacrums because we're using that rune, and then they're going to last forever, and they're going to drain our HP while they're out. So we are good to go. Everything here is good to go. Let's go over the passives. We're using Swift Harvesting, 15% increase attack speed while channeling. Siphon Blood, so it's going to make us blow up more for the Blood Novas. Spreading Malediction, each enemy that's afflicted by your curse is going to increase your damage by 1%. Everything's going to be cursed because we've got Aura of Frailty. Final Service, just in case we get one tapped before we get our defenses up. And then Standalone, we're going to get 80% increased armor for this because we have 2 active minions. So let's go ahead and knock out a t16 Rift real quick, and I will show you why this is one of my favorite builds to play while you're gearing up for your LOD build. So it pulls them in, you just push the button and they die. Like, that is the gameplay loop. You find what you want to kill, you press the button. You find what you want to kill, and like you can literally just like walk up to stuff, hold down the button, they die. And it's just a cool like play style. Like, it's a cool gameplay loop in my opinion. Like, it's just so easy, and like you don't really have to think. So like you can just kill everything and you don't really have to pay attention to what you're doing. It's super easy to farm with this build while you're watching a show. It is actually fast. It's not like, oh hey, we're sacrificing a lot of speed to kill stuff easily. No, this is fast and strong, right? Like, this is one of those builds. This is a good build to start out farming your keys when you're trying to farm your legendaries for your LOD builds. This is a good build for basically anything T16 related. And then after I'm done with this version, I'm going to show you the Greater Rift Speed version. I normally don't go over any pushing versions, but sometimes they're the same. But I'm going to go over that for you guys, and you will see why the Blood Nova is one of the not only best farming builds for the Necromancer, but easiest, because you don't even, it's just kill things and you don't have to think, right? Like, it's not a very difficult build to put together. It's not a very difficult build to play. It decimates the screen. You can't really die as long as you get everything going. Like, you have a couple of seconds at the beginning of the Rift where you might die. That is literally the biggest danger zone when you're doing T16s, and we'll go over the biggest danger zone when you're doing graders when we get to that video. But like, for the most part, you don't have to even worry about it. Alright, like, just a couple of minutes, we got the Rift Guardian, and we one-shot the Rift Guardian. We don't have a power pylon or anything, we just literally one-shot the Rift Guardian because the build is strong. Anyway, that's the T16 version. I will come around with the Greater Rift version in just a few moments. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the giveaway. And yeah, go get those legendaries, guys.